Where you at, Meech? Where you at, Meech? Let's go, y'all. Give everybody a minute to come up in here. Give y'all a minute. Get y'all ring, ring, ring bells. Make sure everybody's in there before we start talking. Waiting for Meech to come up in here, you guys. And then we're going to get this popping. We're going to get this going. What's up, everybody? It's happening. Y'all ready for that Vegas fight? When we get started, let's get some more people up in here. We're going to talk about this Vegas charity event, y'all. Because we still on it. Wait for Meech to come up in here. Hey, Meech. What's family? Me and Meech just had a great meeting tonight, you guys. But we're going to talk about Angie Stone tonight, y'all. We got to get back on this. I want to say a few things that I haven't said in a while. We're going to talk about some things that I haven't talked about in a while. But you there, Meech? You looking like the Matrix. You're in and out. Where you guys from? Let's see if we got some new people up in and start giving us before we get started. We're going to bring these numbers up. Let us know. What up, CC? Thank you for moderating you and Mystique. BG Knockout, what's up, family? BG Knockout, you guys make sure you go over to BG Knockout. We're going to say this all night tonight as we're on the live to make sure you guys go over to BG Knockout TV and subscribe. Follow, all of us are connected, so we all support each other. So make sure you guys go over to BG Knockout's channel and subscribe to BG Knockout TV. Mandatory. Make sure you guys follow BG Knockout TV. I'll say it again, and now we're going to say it all night. Make sure you go and follow BG Knockout TV. Now, this is unscripted. I'm not sitting in front of my computer that I do my regular podcasty thing. Meech, we get on here, we do this unscripted. We're going to talk about Angie Stone. We're going to get back into that because, man, it's just so much shit going on, you guys. And let's get these numbers up, y'all, on this live. Let's keep pushing. Share this live so we can get started with this. Share the live, y'all, before we get started. Before we get started. Hey, Meech, I like that pick. I like that pick, Meech. Yeah, I know you're holding it up until we get started. Hey, Meech, is your sound on? Your volume? I can't hear you. Where you at? Say something in your mic, Meech. Because I can't hear nothing. Can you guys hear me? Everybody hear me okay? Yeah. Pac looks like him, don't he? It's crazy, ain't it, BG? Pac looks, that's what's so crazy. We talk about that. Pac looks like him. Let's get these numbers shared live, y'all. We're going to get up to at least by 80 before you start going into this conversation about Angie Stone. We're going to talk. Might cover a little bit of this situation about the Diddy trial. People are saying Meech and I should talk about it, but I don't know, man. We might cover it a little bit. We're just doing the station. You feel what I'm saying? Somebody keep calling me. I might have to answer it real quick. Meech, say something on your mic. I can't hear you, Meech. You got your mic on? Oh, your mic muted? Oh, he's gonna call back again. I just had a phone call. Juanita, call me back. If you seeing my live, call me back again real quick. I'll answer. But I'm on this live. That's why I can't really answer. If you're watching. Let's get these numbers up, y'all. Come on. We'll go in at 100. We'll start the conversation, man. It's some deep conversation tonight. Man, it's crazy. It's just so much. There's so much happening in the in the YouTube world, man, and it's just like ah, especially in the Angie Stone sector. I stepped away from talking about it, but the reason why I'm gonna start back talking about it for a few reasons, because I got a little birdie sent me a message. It said that somebody was trying to send me. Hold on, we got enough people in here before I start talking. Nah, we're gonna get the number up, then we'll start talking about that. Yeah, then we'll start talking about it because I'm gonna break some logical things down to you guys and show you how things really work in the world of reality. CJ, thank you for the $20 donation, family. You always appreciate it, family. You always appreciate it. We always love that, man, that you support the channel. Here's Meech again. Okay. And we gonna meet. Say something in your mic, me. Dang, what's up with your mic? I can't hear nothing. Dang, that's weird. You can hear me though? You can hear me good? That's weird. Do you have all your stuff in the background closed? Like Facebook and Instagram and shit like that? Because it might affect it. You close all that. Let's get these numbers up, y'all, so we can start this live. Smash that like button, you guys. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. Let's go. We're trying to get Meech right before we get started. Hey, baby Meech. Sherry, who said that? Cherry Yums? Is it Cherry Yums? Did I say that right? Cherry said, "What's up, Meech?" She hollering at you. I can't hear Meech either. We trying to figure this out. That's what we trying to work out right now. Meech, try this. Turn your phone off and turn it back on, and then hit that link again. Try that. See if you resetting your phone. Do it, and call me back. So we're gonna wait for Meech to get on. But listen, y'all. Like, oh man, it's crazy. Okay, first, how can I say this? So let me go. They always say when you start to get close to the truth, people start doing weird things, right? Um, People probably try to stop the truth or something, right? So whenever you're saying something that's close to the truth and nobody's been saying anything before, then they start, calling with weird conversations or, you know. So I'm not gonna say any names unless they try to come on my live saying some shit. Then I'm gonna mention names. But I get a call from Angie's family. I'm not gonna say who, but if they get on my live talking shit, then I'm just gonna go in and say who it is. So we're gonna say it like it's. So now you guys know I did those videos, right? When Angie passed, I went into why Angie Stone mentioned my name, right? So all of a sudden, no bullshit. Maybe 4 days ago, maybe 4 days ago, I get a call and I'm being questioned about my motherfucking videos. And I say to this person, these persons, really? Y'all just now trying to call me about some shit that I'm talking about that I was dealing with? My shit, my personal shit that I was dealing with your family member. Now you calling me. Them videos been out a long time. Why you just now calling me? Why now? Why now? Now I get it. Y'all want everybody to shut up. Hold on, y'all. Okay, there we go. There. So you know what, Meech? I know
Yeah.
what it is. Probably your phone was in because you get all the calls and then Instagram and all that. So
Nah, I'm gonna tell you what it was. You ran in the house and jumped on the phone and went live. Yeah, that was.
did he get stuck?
You didn't give me no chance to get set up.
Oh yeah, well shit. Yeah, your phone was fucking up. Hey Meech.
Yeah, I got. No, I figured it out. I figured it out now, though.
So tonight we're gonna
Yeah,
talk about. I wanted to talk about Angie Stone, right? We might touch on about me and you touching on the P Diddy
let's go.
trial because of us being in the music industry. People were wanting our thoughts, and I said we might touch on that a little. But I wanted to get into this Angie stuff, because you were on the phone. I ain't gonna say the family member's name. You were on the phone when they called me with that bullshit questioning me.
Full-fledged gang member right there.
You feel what I'm saying? Oh yeah. Hey, no, somebody said you look like Pac. I said Pac look like you. So, all right, y'all, we're gonna stay on subject tonight. Don't worry. Don't worry. Me and we good. So you was on the phone when I was talking to them, right? Now I'm not gonna say who it was, but it was one of Angie's couple of Angie's family members. So Meech was on the phone. So it's almost like they was trying to call me and kind of low key check me, like like on some shit, like I'm doing some foul shit by mentioning their mom name. So I say their family member's name. I say, you late. Them videos been out. Ain't no way you didn't see them, right? I'm like, you didn't see the videos? First person said, no, I don't know anything about them. I don't know. And I'm like, all right, cool. Then the next person get on the phone. I say, them videos been out. The next person said, yeah, I know, we know. So I'm like, well, what's the game? Like, why the game? But I already know that big burly monster broad was behind that phone call because they hadn't called me with that kind of drama before. But I know the big burly Shana Shells was behind that phone call. Everything that's been happening is this big monster behind it, period. Now, how can you be a notary and you try to slide your situation into Angie's estate? You try to insert yourself so by being a notary. You can't be, it's like a double-edged sword. This person is you made administrator, but then you're the notary. Like, do you understand that you can't do that? That's illegal. What you just, oh, you wonder how I know? Well, it's a lot of shit I know that you don't think I know. I see the move you trying to make. See, you trying to slide in. You're trying to slide into so you can steal the estate. You're trying to slide in and you're trying to do it smooth. Do you understand that it doesn't matter what state you're in? You cannot ride both sides of the fence and be the notary too. You can't be the witness and the notary. That's just is kind of weird. And then insert yourself into the estate as the notary. Or I see your move. I see your move. I
Uh-huh.
see what you're doing. See, you've been now it's making me wonder if there's this shit goes deeper because I know that then I got a call with somebody saying I'm supposed to be served with a cease and desist. Fuck you, Shana. How y'all gonna serve anybody with a cease and desist? Anybody. Y'all can't shut people on the internet up from talking about this shit. You can't, especially not the people with the real information, the people that were involved. What you gonna cease and desist me on? The truth? Y'all gotta ask yourself a question. Why would Shana try to convince, and she'll make you think that Diamond and Michael are behind all this. Now she got Diamond and Michael lobbying for her. Leave Shana alone, y'all. You guys stop talking about Shana. Wow, you're a fan of Shana now?
Right.
Because you didn't always
I
like
get these
Shana.
numbers up. Get these numbers up.
You didn't always like Shana because your mom told me. You didn't
Uh-oh.
always like Shana. Your mom told me.
The truth
Angie told
comes
me.
out at night.
Come on, man,
The
quit
truth
playing.
comes out at night.
You feel what I'm saying, me? So now you riding for the big burly monster now, right? You riding for Big Bird, the dark Big Bird. That's who you
Uh-oh.
riding for now? Okay. So now y'all making me wonder why. What is it about this situation that goes deeper than what Stone even knows? Y'all riding too hard for this criminal, for this girl. She's got a criminal background. I mean, who gives a fuck? There's a lot of people that's criminals, but her being connected to the situation how Angie passed and her trying to ride and somehow slide into now what was told to me by an anonymous person that the last time they ran into Shana at the premiere, Shana ran this script to them. If I can just do these worldwide branding deals, I am set for life. Never said Diamond set for life. Never said, because if it was me, I'd be like, yeah, I do these worldwide deals. Diamond and Michael set for life, and I know they're gonna look out for me. Why did she make it about herself? If I do these worldwide branding deals, I'm set for life. Who says that? Except for a person that's trying to rob somebody. But yet, she has not once went on a live and talked about anything. Shana Shells is behind the scenes like a puppet master. Yeah, Diamond, I said it. Yeah, Mike. She running y'all raggedy. She got y'all being the puppet master. She got you, Diamond, online trying to argue with folks. Make that make sense. You online trying to argue with folks because she in your head. So,
Cook
but you
Stone.
think you in control. Yo, Meech. She thinks she
Yeah,
in control, Meech.
she's not.
When the girl got control of her. But y'all think because she nice
Puppet.
that you guys are in control. But in reality, she pimping y'all mind out. You and Michael. She's pimping y'all minds out.
Straight
She
pimping.
pimping. Mike Meech, is that the highest level of pimping?
Yo, that's up there. That's up there at the top.
Michael and Diamond. I don't care how much y'all think y'all in control. She playing the fuck out of y'all. And
Well, they're
y'all
super
think,
fans.
and they think they in control. Like, I'm gonna tell you how she got you bidding her work, doing her bids. She
Right.
has you guys online speaking for her. Leave Shana alone. Shana's a good person. We like her. Y'all man, I ain't even gonna say it. Y'all know what y'all are. Y'all put a shameful name on your mom because it makes it look like y'all brains ain't working proper. You know that
Whoa.
girl ain't got it. You know, it don't matter how much she up in that house with you. How she make you feel like she's just the greatest person in the world to betray the legacy of your mom by robbing y'all. Now, in my mind, somebody gonna take the fall for your mom. Whether it's the people that really did it or whether they gonna set y'all up to be the people to make it look like you and your brother set that shit up. Now, Meech, am I preaching?
Preach.
Somebody's gonna make you and your brother take the fall for this shit in the end, or make it look like it. Now, I'm telling you the truth. You ain't gotta listen to me. I'm just saying. I know shit you probably don't think I know. But y'all think y'all in control. You guys think that you're really in control of this shit, and you're not. You're not. You're not in control. There's a bigger power running that situation. You guys just gotta sit back and shut up. Here's the money. Be quiet. There's a bigger situation in control. When this shit unfolds, somebody has to be responsible for the passing of your mother.
Right.
Too easy to make it look like y'all was involved in some derogatory way when you got that girl Shana. She's a slickster. You don't even know her.
Wow.
Your mom told me you didn't even like her. This is what your mom told me. She didn't say that about Michael. She said you didn't like her.
Can't undo
And
that.
guess who else told me you didn't like her? Shana told me herself that Diamond don't like me. And I was wondering, like, I wonder why Diamond don't like her. Well, as I got to know you, I understood why Diamond initially didn't like you. She should have stuck with that.
Right.
And why would Michael's name be the only administrator on that paperwork that you filed at the courts and not Diamond's name? Why would it only be Michael and not Diamond? That shit don't make no sense to me, Meech. I
Right.
mean, where do they do that at, Meech?
Yeah, right.
Where they do that at?
Where the shit where the shit don't add up lane.
Right. Does Diamond know her name is not on that paperwork that was filed? And if she does, that's kind of weird that she would let it go down without her name being on it.
Right.
As part, it should be administrator, should be her brother and her, not just one person. But I see you're tighter with Michael, so you ran your play. You pussy whipping Michael and all whatever the shit's going on. Something going on.
Some weird
Because it ain't
shit.
making no sense. And you could talk about cease and desist. Everything I'm saying is solid information. Cease and desist is for people that's lying. Defamation of character, that's for people that's making up lies.
Make sure she can spell that word, bro.
Yeah, or she could spell it because she keep her dictionary right there in her phone. She one of them one. She faked the funk from stripper to attorney. You know what I'm saying? And to what do you call that? A notary. From stripper to notary. Oh yeah, I said it.
Whoa.
Yeah, I said it.
One more time, because I think I heard what you said.
From stripper to notary.
Oh, I don't want to say that, but yeah. I'm
You
sure
get what I'm saying? Like, no,
that
not
was
even
hard on
stripper. I'm disrespecting the
I'm sure that
strippers.
was hard on Angie.
I'm disrespecting the strippers. Hold on, let me correct it. From a hoe to notary.
Right. Yeah, don't
Because it's
disrespect me.
online. You got busted for hoeing, so it's not like I'm making it up.
Wait, what happened?
She was a hoe. She went from a hoe for being under Angie.
Oh shit. She need to put
Okay?
in her ass. She need to put in
Yeah.
her ass.
You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how she got in Diamond and Michael's head. But see, I know the play because I know the whole script and how that went down. But I want
Mm-hmm.
Diamond and Michael to understand this shit is on a whole nother level. But it's hard for me not to believe that y'all don't know other shit. I'm just saying the shit is weird. It's hard for me not to believe y'all don't know the other shit that's going on.
Right.
It's just hard for me not to believe y'all
It ain't
don't.
making sense.
The shit ain't making no sense. They riding with this shit too easy, man. They
Right.
riding with this shit too. They letting that girl play them too easy. Is it a shut up? We gonna give you money move?
Of
Somebody
course.
else over y'all
Of
saying
course.
shut the fuck up, or we shut the fuck up? Y'all gonna get paid to sit back and shut the fuck up? Y'all scared of somebody? It's something that ain't right. It's something that's not adding up. And you
It
think you
ain't
can
adding
call
up.
me? You think you can call me and tell me? You think you can tell Juanita to shut up? You think you can tell other content creators don't talk about Shana? Fuck that bitch.
2 times.
And I'm gonna say it again because if Angie was here, I would say it with her on the phone. I had stopped talking to Shana because she was full of shit, and Angie was trying to get me to talk to her again. So when her mom passed away, Angie called me and said Shana's mom passed away. Oh, I still didn't want to talk to her. I told Angie, she said, you don't want to tell her yourself? I said, hell no. Because I didn't want to fuck with her because she was full of shit. There's some other shit that went down that led to me not wanting to fuck with her at all. Excuse my language.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all want the world, Shana, Diamond and Michael, y'all want the world to believe that y'all just running with the play this girl is running just because she's a nice person, never been in
Huh.
the music industry, ain't made your mama no money, ain't made
No money.
nobody money, filing
Nobody.
paperwork to try to take over the state by making Michael the administrator and then her being the notary. Who does that shit?
Right.
How did she go and she went and passed the little notary thing so she can be a notary so they wouldn't have to go to nobody to people would be questioning. The outside notary would have said, we need a witness. And the outside notary would have looked at some shit and said, well, this is kind of weird. But I see the play. You made yourself a notary so you can continue to manipulate it. Question
Huh.
is, Shana, who are you manipulating this for?
Yeah, right. Who you
Because you're a
working
pawn
for?
in this game too. You don't think they'll get rid of you, Shana? Them folks, whoever them folks are, you don't think they'll get rid of you?
They got my permission.
Come on, man. No, she thinks she gonna make all this money, but at the end of the day, it's a bigger play than you, Shana. You don't think they'll get rid of you?
Uh-oh.
You was a hoe. You went from a hoe to being under Angie. You don't think these people at the end will erase you too? You don't think they'll be like, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna have to erase you too. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you ain't worth nothing to them no way. You're a hoe. That's what you were. I'm not making this shit up. You can go look the record up. So you don't think that they would sit back and go, man, she ain't worth shit, man, get rid of her. Them people, you know who I'm talking about. Them people, you
Uh-uh.
don't think they would
Uh-huh.
get rid of you? Yeah, they would. Michael and Diamond, y'all better be smart. This is the first time y'all get a chance. Your mom told me all about you, Diamond. I just never shared it with you when you was on the phone talking to me. She shared a lot of shit with me, not in a bad way, but the hopes and dreams that she had for you and Michael, in case in the future anything happened, her dreams of what she wished and hoped. And maybe call it wishful thinking because everything she expected, y'all doing total fucking opposite of what she shared with me. Kind of
Stupid
low
ass.
key what she expected, but she was hoping maybe the outcome would be different. I wish in spirit world I talked to her, but I wish she was here for me to say you were damn right. You weren't wrong. Y'all need to be trying to figure out how to make your mom proud and honor the shit that she would have wanted while you were alive, and that is to make the right motherfucking moves. Fuck what I say. I'm just a 55-year-old motherfucker that have been through a lot of shit and been on this earth for 55 years. Maybe you can live that long to understand what I'm saying. You better try to dig into your cerebral cortex, Michael and Diamond, and remember some of that shit your mom said to you when she was alive and apply it. Don't trust fucking nobody right now. That's really the move you should be making.
Damn.
But you ain't gonna listen. Meech, they ain't gonna listen. They'll
Damn.
see, they'll see our live and be mad at what I'm saying because I'm speaking the truth. Be
Right.
mad and upset. Be enraged for what? Be enraged
Enraged.
with that big bitch sitting around you. That's the
Right.
one that's gonna rob y'all. And I don't care what you say. I want everybody on this live to remember what I'm saying. When things unfold, watch Shana run with some money. When things unfold, watch the move. Remember, I told y'all on live, watch her move because she's already moving that way. She's already tried to insert herself in the estate. I ain't making this shit up, y'all. What I'm saying is for real. I don't know, Meech, what you think about this shit, Meech? Like, the shit got me heated, man. The shit got me real heated, man. Like, I'm real disappointed in this shit because this woman really believes in her kids, man, and really want to see them do better. And I would have never imagined some of the shit I see.
This shit's
Somebody trying to call you.
Yeah, what I think is that's it's unfortunate how special of a bond that you and Angie had, and that don't know how to honor that and what that means.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That shit, man, I just couldn't imagine having a mom who's an incredible person and a superstar and adored by the world. And the first thing I want to do is disrespect her in her passing or her death by allowing a raggedy ass broad to come in and tell us what to do with our family legacy, but pretend like she's not influencing us. See, that's the insult to everybody. This is the insult to her fans. Y'all really trying to make people to believe you guys are making the decisions and the big burly broad is not. No, she is the one that's in your ear. I know
Right.
she is. She sat right on the phone and did that shit with Michael on the phone to me. She did that shit in text. This ain't new. This is how she operates. She's been operating like this before she was with you guys. She wants to be famous by any means necessary, even if that means robbing the fuck out of y'all. But no, Stone is wrong for coming on YouTube speaking the truth. And y'all want to make her to be an angel. You calling people's going on people's shows talking about Shana, y'all stop talking about it. Why are you guys speaking for her? Let that big bitch get online and speak. Why does she want to get online and speak? Is she worried about her family and other people popping up? Some of the guys, some of her Johns she done slept with popping up. Say, hey, I slept with her before. Some of her family members. You feel what I'm saying, Meech? Like, why will she not go on live? Come back up, Meech. Why won't this big burly girl go on live and talk to all of you guys on YouTube? Why won't she do interviews with different people? Why won't she go on Paperwork TV? Why won't she go on other channels? She ain't got to come on my shit because she already knows she ain't gonna come on my shit because I'm gonna bring up shit that she know I will. Question is, why won't Shana Shells go live on her YouTube page? Why won't she go on Angie's YouTube page and go live and talk? Because she already know it's going down when she does. Because
Mm-hmm.
people are gonna pop up that she done fucked over in business. People are gonna pop up with these weird ass shit, and she know that her family members, whatever, whoever she played, right? She know that. That's why she's
Mm-hmm.
using Diamond to do her bid, her fair bidding. And you know what? I like Diamond. I like Michael. Michael is true to character. He a good dude. I don't know what all this other shit going on is. I didn't talk to Diamond as much as I talked to Michael because one thing I can say about Michael is as we were handling Angie's business, Michael always wanted to know about paperwork. He would always say, Stone, and Angie would say, Michael want to talk to you. And I talked to him. He'd ask me questions. He cared about his mom. Diamond was nowhere to be found. I don't know where the fuck she was, but she wasn't on any of those phone calls. She was never there when we was negotiating business. She was never there on none of the phone calls. I don't know where she
No,
was, but she wasn't there. But
Is that who I
Michael,
was talking to? Is that who I talked to?
yeah, that's who you was talking to on the phone when they was on the phone trying to do some kind of weird ass regulation to me, like they regulate me. Fuck y'all. Y'all can't regulate me. I had a relationship with your mom, business relationship, and a friendship. Fuck you gonna do with that, man? Listen, I got love for y'all, but I don't have love for that big ass bitch. And I don't
You
have
gotta
love to
put this
sit
can.
back and watch her rob you guys. It doesn't matter. My passion will stay the same. Forgive me for caring. Forgive me for caring. I don't care. Forgive me for caring. Hold on. And somebody called me and said, Diamond said whoever had a problem with Shana has a problem with her. We don't nobody's worried about you. Your mama wasn't worried about you, Diamond. So you talking about if anybody got a problem with Shana because she cried, I don't know why you talking about me,
Oh
Diamond.
shit.
And you go lie talking about if somebody got a problem with Diamond, they got a problem. Listen, Diamond, if somebody got a problem with Shana, they got a problem. Diamond, you're a good person. We know you gangstered up with your mom and you fought your mom, and your mom even told me that you used to go at your grandma. I'm just telling you what she told me, right?
Crazy,
That's
crazy,
what
yeah.
that's what she told me. But listen, you need to fight that big nigga next to you. I don't care how hard what you do. Give you some money that's already you guys' money, make you feel good like you had to ride for. She's only giving you the money that's yours. Don't act like she's doing something special. Y'all really don't need her to get your money. That's what
Right.
attorneys are for. You guys don't need her to get your money. That's what attorneys are for. The people that really go get the money. She's just a middle
Go get
person.
the money.
Yeah, she's just a middle person. Y'all paying her for what? To fuck you over in the long run? I don't give a fuck how you feel about Shana. I cared about your mom. So it don't even matter if you riding for Shana. You riding for the wrong person, but you won't find it out to the end. So I will wait for an apology down the road when she robs the fuck out of you or y'all find out she done stole money. Or I'll be waiting because I'm gonna love the base in the moment because she's not there for any good, no matter how much y'all believe she is. It's too many strikes in the hole. Too many. I see it for what it is. I saw it in the beginning. I know too many things that's going on with this for me to sit back and act like that girl is really doing proper business
You
for you.
know better than that. Yeah, you
Come
already
on,
know it
Meech.
stinks. It stinks to hell.
Meech, we know the game, Meech. Like
It
this
stinks.
girl, I don't know. She act like she low key pimping Diamond and Michael because
Nah, she didn't tell. She probably gonna, man. It be all kind of side deals be cut when shit like this be going on.
right. You know, she out here having conversation. She probably telling him, I never said that. No, I never said the Stones making that up. No. I got a call from somebody very close, that said Shana told her when if I can make this international deal with the merchandising, I am set for life. She didn't mention your name, Diamond, and she didn't mention Michael's name. Now I'm sure if you're watching this, she's literally sitting next to you saying, I can't no Stone is lying. I have no reason to lie. I'm
Hmm.
not making no money from y'all. I have no reason to lie. Why would I
Don't need
lie about
and
it?
don't need to.
Yeah, don't need to. I'm only doing this because I loved you guys' mom.
Somebody said I agree with me.
What me say?
No, who said it? Who said it? Auntie Mickey's house.
What's up, Auntie Mickey? Yeah, Auntie Mickey, you already know. This broad she's playing double-edged sword. She's representing
Stony
another interest.
Stone.
Yes, sir.
I heard. Man, listen. I. It's so ridiculous that these people are doing this to you, bro. It's like, how could you be there for their mother like that? That is. But something is being exposed, and so I always say, when something don't make sense, you already know it's bullshit all the way through.
It's bullshit all the way through. And believe me, in the next few days, y'all about to see some shit. I'm
Uh
not
oh.
gonna say a name because I know we got people on here on some bullshit when it comes to certain content creators. So I'm gonna say this to you. In the next few days, there's some other shit's about to pop out the next day or
Hmm.
so, and y'all gonna be like, okay, this girl Shayna means no well. It doesn't matter how much Diamond tries to frame it by coming on. I couldn't even believe Diamond actually came on and tried to talk to people about leaving Shayna alone. That told me
Hmm.
everything I needed to know. Shayna, that was a wrong play. That just
Right.
puts you in the spotlight, baby. I would have never told Diamond to do it. That was like the wrong play. I don't even know why you told her to do it. Because I know Diamond didn't do it on her own. Because she hasn't even spoken about her fucking mom on her own. Why would she come
Well,
speak about a bitch that ain't even her mom?
right.
I know you told her to run the play. I
Mm.
know you did. To protect you, to get your name out of the eyes of the public. But they looking at
Goofy
you,
ass.
baby. Come on
Goofy.
live. Go ahead, Meech.
She goofy. She had nothing to say when I talked to her, and I shut her ass all the way down. You know I did.
Yeah, that was
We
Diamond.
get on,
Yeah,
we
when
get on the
Diamond
phone
got on the
talking
call.
about
Yeah,
who you are and all this other shit you talking about.
yeah,
Mom, shit. Like,
yeah.
girl.
Yeah, and I was trying not to even reveal the call, to be honest, because why they called me, I know Shana was behind the call, so Meech got on the call with me because it felt like it was, you know, gang up on Stone phone call. Now Michael was cool, but the question he asked me just really kind of pissed me off. But I like Michael, so I kept myself together when he asked me the question. But then when Diamond gets on the phone running her, I'm the firstborn of Angie Stone. I'm her firstborn. Ask Meech, who are you? And Meech say, nigga, I'm woo 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 woo. You know, my son I sold these many records. My son played in the Tupac movie. She said, what does that have to do with anything? And that's when Meech said what he had to say. They didn't want to talk no more. Then she sends me a text talking about they
It
were
means you
trying to talk
fucking
like
peon.
adults.
Goofy
Huh?
ass bitch. I mean that
Yeah.
little. I mean you ain't talking to no peon.
Yeah, talking about they're trying to talk to me like adults. They text me that back, right? And they said some real slick slide shit, right? So I was like, okay. I was like, cool. But in my mind, I'm thinking, you never tried to talk to your mom like an adult when you were on national TV. But now y'all want to talk to Stone like an adult. Miss me with the bullshit. Once again, Shana was behind that shit. I'm giving Diamond and Michael a pass because I know they're being used as puppets. I already know what it is. I'm not
Right.
mad at them. They're being
Right.
used as puppets by that big burly ass fucking gorilla. That's a
Mm-mm-mm.
fact.
Another one.
Fact. I'm telling y'all, man, they've been used as puppets. And they're allowing themselves to be used as puppets. Now, question
Mm.
is, are you only doing this for money? Because if you're only doing it for money, you're really being stupid because it's your money anyway.
Man,
It's
good
your
grief.
money. You ain't gotta hop through hoops and do flips for this girl. You guys are the inheritance of that money. Y'all don't need nobody. Y'all don't need nobody to tell you what to do. It's
Mm.
you guys' money. God damn it, haven't you figured that shit out?
That's crazy.
How do you finesse a person for their money when it's their money? Make them believe that they need you. That's what she's done. She's made these young folks feel like y'all can't do it without me. I'm telling y'all, y'all can't do it without me. That's the shit she running, Meech.
Right, right.
She got them believing that shit and they
And somebody
bought
and somebody's listening to that bullshit.
and somebody's listening. But guess what? Their puppet, she's their puppet master, but somebody else is her puppet master. So I'm gonna say
Mm-hmm.
this to you, Shana. They can get rid of you too. And they will in the end. But Diamond and Michael, I want y'all to hear me good. They still trying to figure out who has something to do with your mom's death. Don't you know by you letting this girl come in and assume rights, it's easy for her to pin you guys in and make it look like somehow you guys had something to do with your mom's death? Don't you know she is the middle person? She can plan that shit out to make it look like y'all had something to do with y'all mom's death because
That's
that's what it's
crazy.
going to turn to. Meech, I'm telling you,
Yeah,
as,
that's crazy.
as the universe is my witness, y'all, mark my word.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's
Definitely,
going to
brother.
happen. We're going to be hearing them trying to say that Michael and Diamond somehow had something to do with their mom's unlifing. It's coming.
Mm.
I'm telling you, it's
Wow.
coming. The play is already set up. It's already set up to go down like that. They just don't see it. They probably don't. Everything I'm saying probably sound like some alien shit right now to them. But as it unfolds, they're gonna say, "Oh God damn it, Stone! Shit! How did he know that? I see the play. I'm an OG. I see the play. Y'all should see the play. The girl was only in your mom's house for 6 months. Who put her there? These are the questions you should be asking. Or maybe, Diamond, you should go to your brother Michael and ask him how he met her. Why don't we go deeper than that? Y'all should sit down and have a conversation. Michael, how'd you meet her? That's a question y'all should really be asking each other. How? I remember Angie told me, I asked Angie how you meet her. She had Angie thinking she came from Mexico. Angie didn't know if the girl was Michael's girlfriend or friend. This is what she told me. First, I thought it was a girl's girlfriend, but then I was like, because Michael always brings girls to the house for me to meet. That's what she told me. I'm only telling you what she told me. So she was even confused, but she let the girl come live with her. Who planted that girl there? That's all I'm saying. Diamond and Michael, don't think that this shit is so small that it can't be made into a big story that could wrap you guys into the unlifing of your mother when you did nothing. But having that girl around, somebody put her in the middle. Ask yourself who? Who put her there? How did Michael meet her? That's all I'm saying. How did Michael meet her? Ask those questions from your brother. You and him sit down at the table. I would have said it on the phone, but I was trying to be respectful, you guys, so I didn't want to be yelling or disrespecting you on the phone because of your mother. It's why I give respect to y'all. It's why I didn't raise my voice because of your mother. If it wasn't for your mom, then I would have been just whatever. We could have been going at it like you go at it at your mom. But because of your mom and because you know some of the same people I know, you guys do, I gave you guys that respect. Even let you slide a little weird ass text to me. And I didn't even check you on the text. I just let it slide. And I said, you still mourning your mom. You know what I'm saying? Calm down, blah. And I said the stuff I said and let it go. But don't think that you can come at me with the bullshit with Shana in your head and y'all could just come at me and I'm gonna let anything slide. I'm not gonna do it. I really care about what happens to you guys because I know the conversations your mom had with me. You understand what I'm saying? So it bothers me to see what's happening because this is what she didn't want to happen. Now, I'm gonna say this too, if nobody knew. Angie told me, and another person told me, that there was a will that it was brought to your mom's house. She never signed it. There was a will, but she never signed the will. What's my thoughts on the will? I believe Shana convinced Angie not to sign that will because when the person asked about it and they checked on it, it was never signed. Now, how do I know? Because I know what I know. I'm not mentioning no names, but I know that there was a will. Absolutely, it was. There was a will that Angie had. She just never signed the will. And it made you and Michael split down the middle, the both of you guys' inheritance. Yeah, there was a will. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's in the house. It was brought to the house. She never signed it. All I'm saying is ask, there's nothing wrong, Michael and Diamond, especially you, Diamond. There's nothing wrong with asking questions. You should be asking a lot of questions. You should be asking a lot of questions. It's not nobody's money but you guys' money. It's not Shayna's money. It's not the fans' money. It's not people online's money. It's not my money. It's you and Michael's money. Don't ever be afraid to pull somebody aside and set them down and ask them, how did you and Michael meet? And tell me the truth. And you're probably going to be surprised. Then ask her who sent her to Michael. Ain't nothing wrong with asking that question. Who sent you to Michael? Who sent you guys to be infiltrate the middle of Angie's situation? Who sent Shayna to sit in the middle of Angie's situation? And we can go deeper with some other names, but I'm not going to mention them right now. Meech, what's your thoughts on this, man? I know I've been running my mouth, man. I definitely got to have your thoughts on this shit, man, because this shit is just not, it bothers the fuck out of me, man. Meech, you fall asleep on me? Meech, you there? We'll wait for Meech to come back.
All right.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's your thoughts, Meech? Like your real thoughts, man, on this shit, bro, because this shit crazy, man.
That's what it really is. It goes outside of logic sometimes, you know.
Damaged Kisses, thank you for the membership. Yeah,
You
we
hear
on
me,
Meech
bro?
and I. Go ahead, Meech.
I said it goes. Oh, here, let me get out. I said it goes outside of logic sometimes, bro.
You know, I wasn't trying to judge anybody in this. I really
Right.
only I think about the phone calls me and Angie had where she called me. You know, Angie called me one night, man, and this is the call that really messed me up, right? She
Right.
called me and she texted me. I think she texted me. Did she call me? No, she called me and said, "Can you talk?" I said, "I'm in the studio." And then she said, "Okay." She said, "I need somebody to talk to," right? And the way she said it, I was like, "All right, cool. Let me." I said, "Let me call you back." And so I called her back, and she was just the way she was talking was like she was saying she was tired. Meech, that's all she was saying to me. I'm tired. I'm tired of people. All the stuff I went through. I'm tired of people using me. I'm tired. She was just. It was one of them phone calls where I'm just gonna listen because I didn't know what to say to her, right? Because if
Gotcha.
you knew Angie, she always had an answer for everything you were going through, right? So I
Right.
didn't know what answers to give her because I felt like she needed somebody to just listen to her talk. So she was just telling
Mm-hmm.
me she was tired. She said, "I'm tired, Stony. I'm tired. I'm just tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of this. I don't want to go on the road, and I'm tired. I'm tired of these people. I'm tired." Now, there was a whole bunch of people in the background in her house. I don't know what was going on, but maybe it's just visitors over. But she was having this conversation. Key thing she said to me that bothered me. She says,
Mm-hmm.
"I don't have anybody to talk to. I hope it's okay." I said, "No, no, 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 no." I said, "Stony, you could talk to me. Listen, we could sit on this phone for however long, it doesn't matter." I said, "Sis, I'm here for you." And that bothered me when she said, "I don't have anybody to talk to." How does a person that has everything, right? Because if you think about it, Angie's had everything she's always wanted in life. Via her music has allowed her to have it all, right? But she didn't have 100% happiness, which is why she leaned on God, which is why she gave her life to God. And all she wanted was to see her family happy. All she wanted was to have peace with her daughter. These are things she shared with me. She knew that Michael, she used to tell me, "I'm not worried about Michael, but I'm worried about Michael's health. But I'm not worried about him. I know he'll be okay if anything happens to me, as far as like how he's going to handle things, but I'm worried about his health." Diamond, she she never had nothing bad to say, but she always was just like, "I wish that my daughter would just see me for who I am." Now, this is what she told me, right? Then she told me to go watch the interview on TV. And I went and watched the interview with her and her daughter, and it really kind of low key fucked me up because I called her back and said, "Well, what was the problem between you two?" And she said, "I don't know. I love my daughter." And she just had a lot of things to say, which I'm not going to get into all the things, but that bothered me too. But I took that phone call that night and I listened to her. And I think we were on the phone maybe two, maybe it might have been three, because we talked 2 hours, typically 2 to 3 hours, right? When you talk to a person that much all the time and that long, there's a certain bond that happens. I could talk to anybody on this live that long, and we're going to end up having a certain kind of bond because in those conversations, you're going to get to know me and I'm going to get to know you better. Understand that, you guys. Doesn't matter who you talk to, you meet, you talk to them that long, there's a bond that's going to be created. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, it bothers me to see this, and I cry out with passion because I want these young people to understand how hard they didn't have to work for that money. They didn't have to tour, and they won't understand it until they do it. They didn't have to tour. They didn't have to go across the world, get on stage hours at a time. Do you understand what it's like being on stage? For those of you that don't know, when you go on stage and perform and you come off that stage, you are zapped. It's like you have ran a marathon, and I'm not making this up. Any performers in this live will tell you. Do you know what it takes to get on stage every night and perform at your fullest ability and still try to keep a happy face on stage and smile and perform at the highest level and come off that stage? You're zapped. Next city, you got to do the same thing. Next city, you got to do the same thing. Do you know what she sacrificed? Sitting in the studio writing records, having to tap into an infinite place to create these great songs. Do you guys know how hard that is? I want you to understand the dynamic of what Angie Stone gave to the world. It's not easy, y'all. I do it every day. Meech does it every day. You can't just pull songs out of your pocket like it's money or a piece of paper. This woman gave her life, her dedication, her soul, her everything to building this for her kids, for them to let some girl come in and fuck over the estate that never had nothing to do with the family when Angie was building this. She worked too hard for you guys, Diamond. She worked too hard for you, Michael. And I know you want to be a gangster, Diamond. I know you want to act tough online, talk shit to people. But the truth is you're not a gangster. You're a, you're a daughter of a celebrity. Just be that. Be that responsible young lady that's going to keep your mother's legacy alive by you being an artist. What you don't want to do is get online and be a gangster, and then you got to go on these record labels and try to get a record deal. And they don't want to fuck with you because they feel like you're a problem. Got to be smart, Diamond. You still want to be an artist in this industry. I mean, executives do look at that shit. They do look at the fact that if you're going to be hard to work with, if you couldn't work with your mom, you're going to be complicated for them. It don't matter how much money you got. They will not take it. This business is all about level of respect, respecting your elders. You know, you want to go rogue and talk crazy to people online, challenge people. You know, anybody go for Shana, you got her back. Well, that's sad. You got the back of a criminal. So that tells me a lot about you. Is that how you rock? I mean, I'm not saying, nobody's perfect, but if you want to ride for somebody that's robbing you, then that means you want to be robbed. Go ahead and get robbed. So you can go online and go on these different shows and talk about how you got robbed. And that'll be the next story. Angie Stone's kids get robbed of millions. That'll be the next story. Or you guys getting the blame of your mom being on life. Somehow people trying to connect you to it. Whoever's involved with Shangalang. Shangalang. That's what I'm gonna start calling her, not Shayna Shells. We're gonna put it together, call her Shangalang, Shangalang. It can happen. It's headed that way. Somebody's got to take a fall for this. You don't think they could tie you and your brother into this? Remember in the beginning, people were trying to say that Michael has something to do with this. I was shutting people up like that. Stop saying that shit. We're in the fourth quarter. What y'all think's gonna happen? Shayna's already put in the middle to dig in your pockets. What are you paying her for? Because she's acting like a manager, the minister of the estate, because she made up, she went and got her notary so she can sign. Who does that shit? I'm still kind of appalled that she thinks she can be that slick and play everybody because she's trying to hide things so that nobody sees the slide of the hand, like that old magic trick with the peanuts. She tried that old magic trick. Remember, the guys would be in the bathroom, men, and you're, are outside of a place and they do the peanut magic trick, slide of the hands. She tried that. That's the play she just ran by making herself the notary so she can try to run into the estate and be over Michael and act like it's Michael and Diamond making decisions when really she's acting as their advisor. And she don't know a goddamn thing about the music industry. She ain't never got nobody a record deal. She's never had a hit. She ain't never had no artist help the artist get a hit. What is her valid music industry experience that's causing them to listen to her? None. She put her name on everything, the funeral stuff. I'm just kind of like, why? QR codes and shit? She want to be a star. God, I hope that these young people wake up. I hope that Michael and Diamond, and like I said, I'm sure they're watching this and they're probably upset. I don't really give a fuck. I'd rather be straight up and y'all know that I come out of love for your mom. You ain't got to like me, but I'm going to speak my truth about it because that's what your mom shared with me. She shared her thoughts with me, what she wanted to happen in the future. I wish that she was still here. None of this shit would be happening. I wish that she was here because I would have told her, you need to get that big bitch away from you. Oh, trust me, it was coming. I'd already told her I don't like her. I shared that with her. I wish she was still here so that all these other great things that was going to happen for her would have happened. Excuse me, you guys, for being so upset about this. I get upset about this because I'm just bothered, man. I'm just bothered because, like I said, I don't have no vested interest in this. Not, I did in the beginning because Angie wanted me to be a part of helping her. I have none now. The only thing I have is my ability to be able to share with you my thoughts, the conversations we had. I still have phone calls that I haven't played. And if I do play them, I might take certain people's voices out of. I got a phone call with me, Shana, and my brother, and the conversation with us going in on the dude that was initially taking some of Angie's songs. I haven't posted that yet. I don't know if I ever will. I don't know if I ever will. I got a few phone calls and another one that Angie told me to record before she made the call. I just don't get it, y'all. I don't get how nobody can't make sense of this bullshit, especially those that are in the middle. I just don't get it, man. I mean, I do get it, but I don't get how somebody can allow themselves to be played unless it's only because of money. And if it is, it's like you ain't even got to allow yourself to be played because it's your money. That's what makes it so crazy. You don't even have to let nobody play you. It's already your money. You can take it and burn it if you want. You could take it and throw it outside. You don't need a middle person. All you need is an attorney that's gonna go and get your money. You don't need a Shana, a Billy, Joe, Susan, Michael, Tyrone, Quantisha, none of them. You guys don't need nobody but you two, brother and sister, to come together and respect each other and get other people out of your lives and get your mom's shit back on point to the rightful heirs and not let nobody rob your mom's shit under your nose. Because that's what's going to happen. I promise you. Already, most of her stuff is not in her name. What's going to happen to the rest of it? What's going to happen to the rest of it? It's going to be taken. If it doesn't get stolen, most of the stuff y'all gonna have to go buy back with her rights, because somebody done already auctioned some of that, most of that shit off. So it's gonna have to be bought back to even be back in the family estate name. Are you guys gonna buy it back? And whatever's there left, if you don't get finagled out of it, I'm gonna be surprised. I promise you, in the next 5 years, if we see that things are going, I just don't see with that Shana girl involved. I don't see things going too well. I really just see a train wreck happening. And I'm only going off of the short period of time of me knowing that girl, the little shit she pulled. I just don't see nothing great happening. In order for greatness to happen, you got to have great people involved, not people that robbed her, not people that want to rob Angie. In order for greatness to happen, you have to have people that are consistent, that want to see consistency. You understand what I'm saying, y'all? Like you can't have people coming in wanting to be, hijackers of everything that's going on financially, or it's just going to be bad, bad, bad. It's never going to be positive. So basically, if somebody's coming in with nothing, what do you think they're going to do? If somebody's coming in offering not nothing, what are they going to do? They're going to take because they have nothing. They're not bringing anything to the table. So they are going to take. People have to come in with something to match what you have in order to know that they're not going to try and steal. Now, do people that have a lot of money come in and steal too? Sometimes they do. Sometimes that does happen. But when you got somebody that's completely broke and they want to be a star and they don't want to go back to poverty, you got to remember Shana's not a millionaire. Shana don't have no house, no money, no new car, none of that shit. She gonna get all that through Diamond and Michael. She probably already got a new car. I'm sure she done laced herself with some money in her pocket. Sure, she done paid herself or convinced them to give her some money. She wants to be connected to the lifestyle. When you have a person desperate to be connected to the lifestyle, they will do anything. They will play you, they will play me. They will play you and I against each other because it's all about them. She does not care about Diamond and Michael. Let me show you how. I know. When Angie passed, she wasn't calling her Mama Angie. As soon as Angie passed, this bitch was actually texting me calling her Mama Angie. Where Mama Angie come from? Come back on, Meech. Where Mama Angie come from? Now she Mama Angie. Our mom has passed away. Our mom passed. She's not your mom, man. You didn't call her mom when she was alive. You didn't call her Mama Angie. I never once heard you calling her Mama Angie on the phone when we would do meetings. But as soon as she died, Shana started calling her Mama Angie. Mama Angie. Why? Why Mama Angie out the blue? Connecting herself to the narrative to make everybody believe. Well, you wanted the kids? Oh, to make Michael and Diamond feel closer to you? Because, I mean, I know Michael's closer to you, but I know for a fact Diamond wasn't because Angie told me Diamond didn't like you. She told me that from her mouth to my ear. She didn't even know why Diamond didn't like you. But I'm gonna tell you something. I knew why Diamond didn't like you in the beginning for the same reason I don't like you. But once you gave Diamond a little money, I guess that's the easy way for her to like you. So hey, she likes you now. Yeah, you're good, kind of almost, but not good enough. Hey y'all, Meech done logged off on me. Meech, where you go, Meech? Why you leave, Meech? Come on, Meech, we need you in here. Listen, Shana doesn't love Angie. When you love somebody, even if you're willing to not be able to be a part of a situation, you still want to see the family do well, right? Even if you know that they might not hire you to be part of the company, you still want to see them do well. It's a chance you take. Listen, you guys, I don't want any money. I just want to make sure you guys are good. She could have said that. I remember she was on the phone with me and my brother. I'll never forget the initial conversation. It was after Angie passed. And Shana was worried about what she's gonna her and her daughter. This is what she said. She said, me and my daughter, because we can't pay the bills. We got about 90 days here in the house, and we don't know what we're gonna do. She was making it about herself. She never said, I don't know what Diamond and Michael's gonna do. She was still making it about herself. She said, we only got 90 days. I got my daughter, and I don't know, and I need to, and I need to. And I said, damn. So me and my brother didn't, we just let her talk. My brother said, no, you're gonna be good. We're gonna make sure Diamond and Michael's taken care of. We're gonna make sure you're taken care of. Now that's what my brother said to her on the phone. When we get off the phone, I talk to him and he's like, the fuck is she making this about herself? He was shocked. I want y'all to really understand what's really going on. And if you have not figured it out, then we got a bunch of bozos up in here. If y'all ain't figured out that this girl is really, really trying to slip and slide her way into being a part of the family estate so she can live the life of the rich and famous. She done finagled all the connections of all Angie's industry connections. Our mama gone. Our mama gone. Yeah. Got their phone numbers and shit. She played the game. She's trying to tie herself in the game permanently. But I'm gonna say this to you again, Shana. Oh, they can get rid of you too. Oh yeah, they can get rid of you too. You don't think they'll get rid of you? Pretty much, you got to follow everything they tell you to do to keep Michael and Diamond in line. You got to run the play. You don't even have to be honest. I really can't really be mad at you because you're a puppet. Somebody is controlling you. You're a puppet. Maybe I shouldn't really be mad at you. I'm not mad at Diamond and Michael because I know you're puppeting them, but you're also a puppet. So they can get rid of you too. I want you to remember that when you go to bed every night, that you don't know what day you're gonna wake up, or even if you're gonna wake up, because they got control of you. And as soon as you decide not to follow their instructions, you're fucked too. I'm just saying. I'm only speaking the real. Just saying. I'm just saying. It makes sense to me. Don't it make sense to y'all? Think about it. Think about the play. Why would Stone go? Imagine me going to get a notary signature, right? So that I can have Michael's name as the administrator, and then I can advise Michael and tell him what to do. But then I made myself a notary. That's a conflict of interest in every state. You can't do that. Look at the play, y'all. Look at the play. It's right in front of your face, man. Y'all fans talking about y'all want justice for Angie Stone. I don't see none of y'all motherfuckers constantly going in on Shana. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Y'all say y'all want justice for Angie Stone? Make me believe that shit. Because there's only a few people that's really on here lobbying for it. And it started with me. It's too many fans that could be doing something about this. How come y'all ain't making an outrage about Shana Shells? How come ain't nobody posting about her? You guys want justice? No, you don't. No, you don't. You got Paperwork TV over here doing his investigation. You got Auntie Mickey doing her investigation. You got a few other people doing investigation. Y'all don't be wanting me to mention people's names, but they're out here doing investigations. But ain't none of y'all fans, I don't see no justice for justice for Angie Stone on shorts. I don't see y'all posting Shana Shell's picture saying, let's get to the bottom of this. I don't see, I'm sharing information with y'all. She made herself a notary so that she can be the notary to sign paperwork for the family. Ask me, how much sense does that make? Does that make any sense? Doesn't that seem weird? Why don't y'all post some shit? Why don't y'all keep posting some stuff about this girl? Keep posting her pictures. Why is Shana Shell so deeply involved? Because she's a middle person. She was put there for a reason. Y'all ain't got to believe me. I mean, you could put a little 12-year-old kid to figure that shit out. The girl has not spoken once. If Diamond is speaking, why isn't Shana Shell speaking? I'm just saying, make it make sense. How come Shana Shells has not spoken? There's only one reason people don't speak when it comes to any media stuff. Well, a few reasons. I think as soon as she puts her face in the media, other shit gonna start popping up. Other people gonna pop up. That's why she won't do it. Especially speaking on the subject of Angie acting like she know what the fuck she doing, and she don't. She's learning as she goes. She has a music industry startup kit. Literally. She's startup kit. She don't know this shit. She's how can I say, she has inspired to be in the music industry by starting her company, but she ain't been in this game. She's been playing music industry like kids play dollhouse. She's been playing music industry like kids play dollhouse. That's what she's been doing. It's been all a game for her until she met Angie. First, she met Michael. Well, somebody connected her to Michael, right? Somebody put her in the middle. And that's when it became real for her. So, oh, I can do this for real. I get to meet Angie Stone. Now the game became a real situation from her. She went from dollhouse to the real deal. Price is right. Let's go. We going for the big prize, y'all. That's what she's done. I just want y'all to understand, man, because it's like everybody's asking, how come I stopped speaking about it? And I got attacked when I was talking about it by different content creators that's making it like I was making lies up. For what? I do fucking music, man. I don't get on here and talk shit about people. I don't get here and talk about things that are not true. I don't make money from that shit. I'm in the music industry. I make my living from that, and I have businesses. I'm doing what I'm doing because Angie is still in my spirit. We had a mission that we were on. and it got abruptly interrupted with bullshit. And I just supposed to sit around and not say shit? Michael, Diamond, I just supposed to sit around, shut my motherfucking mouth up? For what? Come on, man. Y'all smarter than that. Y'all should be like I am. You guys should be exactly the way I am. Piss the fuck off because it's not making any sense. And you definitely shouldn't have that gorilla under you. Y'all better get y'all shit together, man. I promise you, there's only a few ways this can go. Very bad or bad. Now, if you're bad, at least the bad can be fixed. But at very bad, and that being the best, it can't be fixable. It can't. It's up to you guys. You hold the power. You hold the ultimate power. My advice to you, gain control by getting rid of, even if you got to get rid of everybody and start over. All you need is you and your brother. That's all y'all need, man. I know y'all like kicking it and partying, but at the end of the day, all y'all need is you too. You got enough family members you can assemble around you in a circle of protection. Y'all don't need niggas you don't know. At this point, it should be very scary for you guys because you don't know who to trust. And I'm sure you go to bed many nights, and I'm speaking to your spirit right now. I'm sure you and Michael go to bed many, many nights worried and stressed because you can't really trust people around you. I know you're feeling it. The spirit don't lie. I know you are feeling that you cannot trust people around you. I know. I mean, I just know you gotta feel that shit. That's from the heavens. That's something that God gives us all. When it don't feel right inside, even though you go to bed and you smile, you know something ain't right. Unless you know, unless you know it is. If you don't, you're feeling what I'm saying. And if you're going along with whatever and it's not something that's right, the universe is gonna reveal it all. I just hope you guys are not on the dark end of it, because it'll just be a travesty to your mother if you are. And if you're on the light end of it, get rid of everybody. Get you an attorney and start over and keep your family around you, because your family is never going to allow you to go foul. They're not going to allow nobody to go rogue on you. You can't trust people that you don't know. Remember that. Your mom didn't. She did a little bit, and it caused her to be robbed. It should be a lesson for you guys. Hmm. Only thing your mom was guilty of is she trusted the wrong people. I'm really worried about you guys' safety, to be honest, because like you just got people around you that you think you can trust, and it's like, man, you just I don't know, man. Leanne Newman, yeah. I mean, Leanne, listen, the whole thing is strangely strange, but I will say this: it's just not making sense. And when it's not making sense, my mother used to say to me, "You want to know the truth to anything, it's usually the most logical answer." And I used to wonder why. I was like, man, why she say that? But as I got older, I started to understand what she was saying was right. The most logical answer to anything is usually the truth. And the truth is, it's not making sense. And the truth is, Diamond and Michael could be implicated as the people that help unlife their mom. That's the shit that's bothering me. Because they're playing with fire, because they don't know this girl, Shana. Who put her there? And it's too easy when it's time for somebody to take the fall. And we're also talking about the South. Y'all know the games in the South are played different when it comes to certain stuff and how the games are played, right? The games in the South are played different. It's a whole different set of rules. It's too easy for people to be set up and take the fall. I'm just saying. But see, because their minds are still young minds, they don't get the game. They don't know the game. Meanwhile, they on here acting, the Diamond on here trying to act like a gangster when she really need to be thinking and using her brain in the right way to see the real play that's going down. Somebody got to take the fall for this shit. Y'all remember I said that. Somebody is going to have to take the fall for this shit. And even if it turns out to be, well, it looks like maybe it's just this kind of accident, it's got to be connected to something and somebody. Who are the easier people to blame? Think about what I'm saying. If somebody is puppet mastering everybody, who could go down easier? Shana and the kids. I'm just saying that would be a variable. It'd be easy to blame it on them. It'd be easy to plant the information and make it look like they were the ones that did it, even if they had nothing to do with it. But that's what happens when you play with fire. When you play with fire, you're subject to get burned. And they put themselves in positions to eventually possibly be burned if they don't move and get out the way at the right time. Somebody is going to get the blame for that shit. I'm just saying. Remember, I told y'all that. Or somebody's going to be connected to it to where it looks like somehow they had something to do with it. I know, y'all. It's a lot of information for me to deal with every day in my spirit. And I have no way to get it out. I can't talk to Angie about it. So I can only talk to you guys about it. People want to control what I say. You can't control my conversations with your mother. You can't control what she told me. And you can't control what I know. Whatever I choose to share is what I choose to share. Whatever I choose not to share is by my choice. Dig that. But at the end of the day, I love the both of you guys because I loved your mother. She was my friend. She was a business partner. Remember that. And y'all running around threatening people, letting Shana get in y'all head. Y'all can't stop people. Listen, everybody on the internet, if they want to talk about this situation for the next 100 years, long as they're not on here making up lies, you cannot stop them. That falls under the fair use. As long as they're not out here making up no phony shit, you guys cannot stop them. And you can't stop people from performing the songs. I mean, venues and all. Y'all talking about trying to stop Juanita performing. Y'all stop that, man. Y'all know this woman has worked hard, was with your mom and writing records and touring. Why would y'all do that to her? She loved you guys, known you guys since you were kids, man. Y'all shouldn't even be doing that to her. Let her go out and let her pay her respects to your mother. Stop doing that to her, man. Stop listening to Shana. She never did anything to you guys. Stop doing that, man. But one thing you need to do is wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. That's my message to you. And you could be mad at me. I'm still like your big brother. And I always be in spirit. If you ever need to talk to me, y'all know my number. Y'all call me. Why don't y'all call me on some positive stuff sometime? Why don't y'all call me so we can talk about positive shit and not on no derogatory shit? That's the kind of call y'all need to make. That's the kind of call I will receive with a positive spirit. I'm going to give you a positive response back. Really. That's all, man. This is not about banging out on you guys on live, disrespecting you, Diamond, because I know how you. Mike is a little bit more. Mike is a little bit more mild tone when it's talking, being able to talk to. But you just kind of you didn't yell at nothing, but still, your demeanor is always coming from a negative place, and you're not gonna be a star that way. Let me say that. You think you're gonna be successful in the music industry like that? You're not gonna be. It don't matter how much money your mom done made for y'all, you ain't gonna be able to buy success. Relationships are built off of respect, young lady, first, or you'll just be in your mom's shadows the rest of your life. Just telling people you're Angie Stone's first born child. That's all you'll be saying. But as far as respect to you as an artist, that's gonna come from you having respect for yourself and how you talk to people. You learn how to talk to people, you get a lot further than thinking you can, gangster up on somebody that don't know you. And they don't, these people online don't give a fuck about you, how you try to gangster up. They look at it like it's a joke. But when you come at them with respect, then they come back at you with respect. This is all out of love. Please wake up. Please give the love back that your mom gave you when she was alive. I know Michael respects his mother. I know he does. I could hear it in his voice every time they talked when we were talking during meetings. He loved his mom. He loved his mom. I'm saying to you, man, you can have anything you want. But also it starts with you guys having discipline mentally and spiritually first. So that first you can see what's going on. So you can combat that with the spiritual and having God in your life and having a spiritual eye to see shit. Because y'all spiritual eyes are totally fucked off. Y'all can't even see the play that dumb-dumb's playing on you. Once again, wake up. This is out of love. This is truly out of respect. I mean, no malice, no harm, and no disrespect. I loved your mom, and I love what she stood for, and I love the things that she told me she wanted to see for you guys. And I hate that she didn't sign that will, because once again, ladies and gentlemen, Angie did have a will. She told me, and another person confirmed it. So I know she didn't lie to me when she told me. She never signed it. She had it at the house. It just was never signed. And she had Michael and Diamond, who split down the middle for them to inherit things 50-50. So how did Michael's name just become the only name on this paperwork that was just filed in court? Literally the other day. Yeah. Shana Shell as the notary. Make that make sense. And with that said, peace and love, you guys. I'm going to hop on here tomorrow. Appreciate y'all stopping in and holding me down. I don't know. Meech must have had some company. He hopped off, or I was running my mouth too much tonight. But anyway, I love you guys, man. Respect and love. Diamond and Michael, I love you guys, man. Y'all know y'all got my number. Y'all can holler at me. You can be mad, Diamond, but this is all out of respect. I'll talk to you guys again. We're going to holler tomorrow, all right? Thank you for stopping in. All my peoples from everywhere you stopped in, holler. Pay attention to this Angie Stone stuff. Watch. Just watch what goes down. I'm out.